Welcome to Bright Light Chronicles. Who's stuck? You stuck? Who's stuck? Do you understand that being stuck is a state of mind? You see these earrings right here? They're butterflies. What do butterflies do? They're free. Well, first, they incubate first, right? So they're getting cooked. They're getting prepared, right? In a cocoon. And then what happens? They break free. Free is the key word. Free. And they fly. They explore. And they're just being them. That's why I love butterflies. Because it always reminds me to be free. To be free. The butterfly reminds me to be free. The topic I want to broach today is when you feel stuck. I've been there where I have felt like I was stuck. Stuck in a situation, stuck in a job, stuck in relationships, friendships, stuck in life. There has been times when I thought or felt I was stuck. What does that look like when you feel like you're stuck in something that you don't know how you're going to get unstuck? It feels suffocating. It feels suffocating when you feel like you're stuck. It feels like there's no way out because you don't see the answer. Feeling stuck feels like no hope. Right, no hope. Feeling stuck feels like you have no hope. It feels like there's no way out. You're in a corner. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's four walls and there's no opening, no door to get out. That's what it feels like. It feels like sometimes you can't breathe. It feels like anxiety sometimes when you feel stuck. Because you know you're not supposed to be there, but yet you're there. Right? And that's not a good feeling because having those feelings can bring on other things such as heart attacks. It don't matter what age. Strokes, it doesn't matter what age. High cholesterol, diabetes, heart conditions, liver problems. Yes, those things can happen because of the feelings of being stuck. I'm going to let you in on a conversation that I've been having continuously. And this is with men. God has been presenting men in front of me, not for the purpose of dating or the purpose of falling in love or the purpose of being in a relationship with them. He presented them before me to help me to realize the state of some men, especially in my age range, okay? And that's why it's so important to discern, right? Why you're in a person's life. Because it may not be for a romantic reason. It may be for you to pour into them. It may be for you to give them a message. That's why it's so important. It's so, so important to understand why you are in a person's life and not to screw it up with situationships and entanglements. Okay? Go to God and ask why you are in a person's life before you mess it up. Because you may be in a person's life because you need to give them a word. You need to encourage them. You need to let them know there's still hope out there. You need to let them know that there's still good people with good hearts that are out there, that everybody is not the same. And as God has presented men in front of me, one thing I've realized that is a common denominator is that men, there's some good men out there, but men that have the good hearts are not running across the women that have the good hearts. They are running across women that don't know what they want. They are running across women who are confused. They are running across women or in relationship. They may even be in relationship with them now. They may be either in the talking phase. Talking means you may just be texting and on calls, right? You may have went on a couple of dates, maybe, maybe not. But you're just talking to the person, just filling them out, asking questions, trying to figure out if that's somebody you would potentially be interested in. And then you have the courting. I say courting because I'm not dating, okay? Courting is when it's one person, it's one-on-one. And this is with the intention of marriage, okay? So they may be in that phase, or they may actually be married to the woman. And this is a woman, I'm a woman, and I'm giving you the conversations that I've had with men, whether they're talking to a woman, whether they're courting a woman, or whether they are married to a woman, or even divorced. Okay? They have good hearts. However, men get fumbled too, because either they are talking to a woman that is confused and don't know what she wants. You know, us women, men, let me tell you something. Us women, we know what we want. It don't take us long, like it doesn't take you long to know what you want, right? But men, let me tell you, when a woman likes you and she wants to build with you, it doesn't take you trying to convince her that you are the one that she should be with. If you ask her, you know, ask to court her or ask to on a date, there shouldn't be a hesitation if she likes you. Because a woman knows what she likes too, men. And she knows very instantly. First, she knows when she looks at you and she likes what she sees. Second, she knows by the conversation, by what comes out your mouth. And if the two are not synced, you may be in the iffy pile. I'm just letting you know, man. You may be in the iffy pile. And even some of these women marry you if you're in the iffy pile. They do. They will even marry the iffies. Right, women? Some women marry the iffies. You're not the first choice. You're the fifth. Because the one that they wanted may have either been in a relationship with someone else, or that person that they want is not ready, or they're just waiting around to see if the person will ever be ready. And you're the if. If that person does not come around, meaning to realize that she is the one, or if that person does not choose me, I'm going to choose you. And she chooses you, man, and you let her choose you because you wanted her, but you were in her if pile. Women have if piles too. I used to have them back in the day. I don't play those games no more. Either I see it or I don't. And if you play with me, you're definitely in the I don't see it. But I don't do the if pals. But there are women out there, men, that still do the if pals. And you may very well be a iffy. Especially even at this age, man. In your 40s and 50s, you may still be an iffy. And if you ever feel you're an iffy man, that means that she hesitates when you ask to take her on a date, or she hesitates when you ask her, what is this we're doing? I want to be exclusive. She hesitates. Or she hesitates when you ask her to marry you. She hesitates. You're iffy. And if you marry a woman that has you in the iffy pile, it's a different way she treats you when you go into relationship with her, and even if you marry her. She doesn't treat you like the one. She treats you like a if. Because you were a if when you were in her life. And if you married her, you're still a if. Because if this other person was to come back around, if you probably would not be with her. She would probably divorce you if the other person came back around. I am just telling you the truth, men. There are some women that are ruthless. They are treacherous. There are good women out there with great hearts. There are some beautiful women. Because that's all I stay around is good-hearted women. That's about their business. And one's a good man. But there's some beautiful, good women out there. But some men choose to go with a woman that's iffy and pass up the good woman. And that's their loss. Oh, well, women, if you're with a man who is not, and you're liking him a lot and you're giving him the clues and you're letting him know you like him, and he decides to go with the if woman, let him be with the if woman, because God has better for you. Don't let that break your heart. Yes, you may feel away. Yes, you may even be a little turned, your heart may be a little tinged from it. But just know that God has better, because you're God's daughter and you shall not be an if. And men, good men with the good hearts, you are God's sons and you are not slated to be an if or maybe. God has better for you. What am I saying here? Stop thinking you're stuck. For the people that think they're stuck, especially in a marriage that is dry up with bones, a marriage, because I've been there. I've been in relation. I've been there. I'm just gonna say I've been there. Where you feel like you're not being appreciated, where you feel like your dreams are not being supported, where you feel like you're giving, and they're receiving, and you're getting nothing. You feel stuck because you're the one that's like, I don't want to give up on my marriage, right? You're like, I don't want to give up. I want to keep it going. I want to have a legacy. I want to see my kids have a two-parent household. I want my kid not to see a broken home. Well, let me tell you, they're already seeing a broken home because you're stuck. They see the disagreements. You're showing them there's no love. You're showing them that love is supposed to feel stuck. It's supposed to feel. You're showing them that it's supposed to be one person trying. That's what you're showing them. You're showing your kids and your grandkids that love has broken you down to the point where you get disrespected in your marriage. You're showing your kids and grandkids that you don't deserve love. That's what you're showing them when you stay stuck. And you say, how can you speak on it? Because I've been there. What are you talking about? I've been there. My question is, because there's women and men that's in this situation right now where they feel stuck. They've invested 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, even 50 years of their life in a marriage, and they feel stuck because they still have love, but their partner doesn't. They still love their partner, but their partner is just going through the motions. They still try with their partner, but their partner has given up and gives minimum effort. And they feel stuck. They feel like this is all that they have and all they can get. But let me tell you, who told you that? The devil? Did you let the enemy whisper in your ear that that's all that you deserve in that relationship or in that marriage? You deserve the bare minimum? You don't even deserve that, because sometimes they're not even giving you the bare minimum. Who told you that you deserve to be tortured in your relationship or your marriage? Who told you that you're not worth it? The enemy. Those are the whispers that you are listening to. Have you asked God? Have you asked God what you're worth? Have you asked God what you deserve? Have you taken it to God? Because when I took it to God, He released me from my marriage. He released me. He told me I deserved more than I was getting. He told me that I am His daughter, that He loves me, and that He has greater for me. And I believed Him, and I released myself. Yes, I got a divorce because I believed God and not the enemy. So if you're out there feeling stuck, if you're out there getting bare minimum, and if you're not even in a marriage and you're getting half phone calls, I'll call you back, and they never call. I'll text you back, and they don't text back till 5 days later. If you're getting, I want to take you out, or I want to go out on a date with you, and nothing's never said, you're accepting the bare minimum. And if you accept it, they're going to take it right into a marriage. So be careful. If you're accepting the bare minimum, even before you married, because that's just what you're going to get, bare minimum, when you get married. And if you're married and you're accepting bare minimum, just know you're not bare minimum. You deserve greater. You deserve it all. So why are you accepting bare minimum? That means that you have to do work on yourself. If you're accepting bare minimum in relationships, if you're accepting bare minimum at your job, with people, if you're accepting bare minimum, that means that there's some work that you need to do within yourself. There's some work you need to do within yourself. So are you going to start to do that work? Or are you going to just settle on what you have and who you are? Only you can answer that, because in life, choices have to be made. What choice are you going to make? Because even God gives you a choice. The choice is, are you choosing God or are you choosing the devil? Because if you don't know, if you're not choosing God 100%, you are choosing the devil. And you're going to get devil tricks and devil things. What's your choice today? Are you settling? Are you going to accept the bare minimum? Are you choosing God or are you choosing the devil?